just joy at the beautiful lake. Pure coys, singing from the stands. Pure coys, everybody raise your hands. Pure coys, pure coys.
Who dare is to do. Tottenham Hotspur are one game away from glory. Thanks for joining us here on Pure Coys. What a magnificent victory. What a magnificent victory tonight. Joining me is my better half, as in my son. Charlie, how you feeling, mate, after that?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was good, wasn't it? It was good. Everyone predicted us to lose tonight. But we didn't. We didn't. We won. Oh, amazing.
We didn't. And not only did we win, it was a complete professional performance. There was no silly antics, no diving in, no stupid fouls. We were just in total control for the whole game.
Yeah.
Never once did I think, oh God, Boda getting up ahead of steam here, we're in trouble. It was about as comfortable a semi-final away leg as you could get. And I'm surprised and of course very pleased. But yeah, what did you think of the team news when it first came out? Any surprises for you?
I like the team news. I was a bit shocked that Richardson started because like you said about Solanke, we talked about this when we were like on our last show about how he shouldn't have. He probably won't bring on Richardson because then if Solanke has something wrong, then he'll have a striker to put on for him. But they started those two together. I thought Solanke had arguably his best game in the Spurs shirt tonight, even though he didn't do a lot. I know he scored.
I agree.
But he worked so hard, and his press was really, really important against Bodo Glimt because he allowed them to not be comfortable getting out. They couldn't really transition properly because our press was that good. But we didn't over press. That was the good part. We just hit the median where we put them under enough pressure that they can't string enough passes, can't transition smoothly, but not too much to give us too much space in behind. I thought we did it so well, and Solanke was the main man in that, and he deserved his goal.
I totally agree. Literally from the kickoff, I don't know if you can remember, they kicked off and literally Solanke nearly got in straight away just by pressing them. And I think, straight from the off, we were in their faces, and it was just a really good all-round performance. I mean, there are a couple of disappointments, there are a couple of negatives for me, but listen, you got to talk about the negatives as well as the positives. But we're going to do positives first because listen, we're in the Europa League final. We are in the Europa League final.
Seriously, a couple of months ago or 3 months ago, would you have thought we would be in this position? Because my fucking
no. And let's be honest, this is going to be now a really interesting last 4 league games. Or 3 league games, because we've got 3, haven't we, before the cup final. And then 1 after the cup final. For some reason, the season finishes like near the end of bloody May now, where it used to finish like start of May.
Yeah.
So, surely we're just going to play kids now in the Premier League. We can't risk playing anyone else.
But we do want to do.
I know you got to keep them ticking over, but it's a risk, isn't it? Because for me, we can't afford any more injuries for this game. Because as much as we've beaten United 3 times this season, it's not very often that you play a team 4 times in a season and win every time. So this is going to be, and United are picking up some form. They're scoring goals. Listen, Premier League, they're as bad as us, but they're scoring a lot of goals.
Europa League, they're the exact same. And they've beaten Bilbao really comfortably. Beaten 4-1 on the night, 3-0 away. Bilbao are a better team than Bodo Glimt. Make no mistake about it. They are a better team. So it's going to be a really tricky game. And we hear all the pundits, all the pundits saying stuff like, Tottenham are going to lose this game because they haven't got the bottle. United have got the bottle. They've got more experience in their ranks. I don't really get that. I get that in a club mentality way, but players on the pitch, I mean, I'm trying to think. Obviously, they got Casemiro, Mason Mount. Trying to think of other people who've won trophies in their side, like big trophies. I'm counting like Europa League finals, Champions League finals. Yeah, you've got Casemiro, you've got Mount. These are people who have experience. But people seem to forget that we've got a World Cup winner at centre half.
Yeah, he was fantastic tonight as well.
He was amazing. That was one of his best performances tonight. And yeah, I do fancy us. I mean, you've got to fancy us now. You can't go into this final thing, we're going to fucking lose. You've got to put
we've got
money
a chance
on us winning because there is no other option. The fact that Ange has taken us to Europa League final, though, you've got to give him some credit for that. And he managed the game really well tonight. And he does earn his flowers for that.
Absolutely. You cannot slate him for all the bad things he does and then not give him praise for the good things he does.
Praise, yeah.
So yeah,
he does do a lot
managed
of
Europa. So I can be positive. He has managed Europa League fantastically well.
Yeah.
And it is a shame he hasn't done it in the Premier League. But the Premier League now is immaterial for the rest of the season. It doesn't matter a jot. It's all about this final, which is a sliding doors moment in Tottenham Hotspur history, because we win it, we're back in the Champions League. We can suddenly afford to attract better players. We might have some more money to spend. Hopefully, as great as Ange's been tonight, hopefully we still replace the manager. But we look forward. We lose. We have no European football. A lot of players will want to leave. And it's a totally different story. So, yeah, massive night on the 21st of May coming up.
And the same thing rests for United. Us and United are in the exact same spot. The only way you can say it's different is that we are yearning for a trophy, whereas United aren't. We just need the trophy. No, I think the trophy is more important.
Yeah, that's my one concern though, is we are now in a final and United know how to win finals. They have that mentality, They've done it. They've been there, done it in recent years. So, but hey, listen, if someone had said at the start of the season you're going to make the Europa League final, we'd have snapped your hand off.
I think what's frustrating is that if our league form was just bearable, like if we were in like top 8, Ange would be getting like flowers given to him. He'd be like, what a manager. He's nearly gotten us to Europa League final, nearly got us to League Cup final. Everyone would be praising him, especially considering last season we got nowhere near a final. And the season before, I can't remember the season before, to be fair. Probably he didn't get anywhere near one either.
Probably not, no.
It's so frustrating in that sense that, but if Ange wins the Europa League and then leaves the club, he will get serenaded around the club. He will get applause. He will leave on a high, most without a doubt, because he knows how much we need the trophy. He knows.
Yeah, he will leave if hopefully if we win the final, he will leave with the fans' respect. I think.
Yes.
Even the hardest Ange fan will be respectful to the fact that Ange has brought us a trophy or helped to bring us a trophy. But obviously, that's by the by. This is a semi-final, which we've got through. We're not there yet, but it's just nice to be there. I was fully expecting us to crumble under pressure tonight, and for us to be doing this video talking about a defeat and we're out, and but I like to be surprised, and I am surprised, and I'm pleased with the way Spurs played.
I'm surprised you are surprised. I always thought we'd get through tonight. I just looked at how we played against Frankfurt and how we managed that game, and we managed it incredibly well. And Frankfurt are a much better team than Bodo Glimt. And the fact that Bodo Glimt didn't really give us, like, even in the game we played at home, a lot of games we play against teams like that, we give away so many chances. And you're like, fucking hell, Karas kept us in that. It could have been more. We were lucky to concede only one. But in that game, we were unlucky to concede one. We defended really well and they had a sucker punch and scored their only shot on target. It's a bit frustrating. And that's why I wasn't really worried, because I didn't really see Bodo Glimt really, and they didn't. They had, I think, one chance where I was like, oh god, that was fucking close. And that was where they whipped it across the box and Odegaard had to like clear underneath his like knee. And that was pretty close.
Yeah.
The only time I felt like we were in danger.
Create anything. They didn't really create anything, did they?
No.
So they
So
had a
much
free
for
kick.
their like impressible,
Yeah,
like amazing home record, amazing press. Tottenham are going to crumble. They didn't.
I just think it was a couple of games too many for them. They did well. They overachieved to get to the semis.
Oh, 100%.
And I think, they've beaten some good sides along the way, but a lot of the sides they've beaten along the way probably knew nothing about them or very little. Look at Porto opening game. They probably got caught a little bit off guard, thought it would be an easy victory. A lot of teams do it, don't they? Early rounds of the Europa League, you lose some silly games against poor sides. And same with some of the other sides they beat. A lot of them were like the first game when everything wasn't riding on it. I think the pressure was on Bodo, and I don't think they dealt with it. And Tottenham were professional, which is all you can ask.
Yeah,
Professional,
100%.
make us proud. And to a man, apart from a couple, I think they absolutely did. So, any standout performances for you?
I thought Romero was amazing. Van der Ven was very good. Porro was the whole back four was good. No one in the back four had a bad game. Everyone in the back four, they deserve that clean sheet. I was annoyed with the penalty, like, oh fuck off. But then he dived. I was like, thank God for that. They get their clean sheet because they definitely all of the back four deserved it. I feel like our front three weren't great at times, I would admit. But they didn't really have to be. We didn't really have the ball half the time. We just sat in
I thought Bentancur was very good again.
Yeah, he was good.
I think he's saving his best games for Europe.
Yeah.
Seemed to be everywhere. Seemed to be, winning everything. And I thought, like you say, the whole defence were brilliant. I thought Basuma did okay. He did what he needed to do. I think, like I say, Bentancur was the standout midfielder. I thought Richarlison and Solanke, like you say, Solanke's best game in a Spurs shirt, I think, just for his tenacity and his work rate. And he was the one who started the press. And I thought he was fantastic. The only two slightly negatives, if we've got to talk about negatives. Brendan Johnson might as well not even been on the pitch. Awful. I think it was a complete waste of time today. I'm sorry, but I just think it was. And listen, I'm a Johnson fan. I like him, but
no, you're not. No, you're not.
I am. I like him. His numbers are good. He gets the goals, but he's the worst at pressing. He's always the slowest to press. If you want to get out of a Spurs press, just play it out to the right hand side because Johnson's always like 5 yards off it. So for me, Johnson was poor, and the other one who just disappointed me since he's been back. We spoke about it the other day. Hopefully, he can get some match fitness up for the final. Is Kulu? I just thought give the ball away every time he got it.
No, I agree. They didn't have their best games. It was a bit harsh on Johnson because I feel like he didn't really have much of the ball because nothing went down his side. Like when I was watching the games.
Can I just tell you what really frustrates me about him?
What?
Sometimes it's like watching like pub football. It's like watching like Sunday morning or Saturday morning under 11s football when the goalkeeper will take a goal kick and listen, I've been there when I've been playing left wing and the ball's coming, you're like, shit, I've got to go up and head this ball. And it's almost like you get caught so far under it and you just jump anyway. And the ball just goes flying over his head and you're like, what are you doing? You look like a 10-year-old jumping for the ball. But I don't want to be too negative because we've just made the Europa League final. So
exactly.
To a man, I thought they were really good. Johnson, I was disappointed with. And
but Johnson's got to start in the Europa League final. He's got to start. He has to. He's the one with the most goals. He will score. He's the most likely to score in that team. He gets in good areas. And against United, the game's going to be fucking open. It's going to be it could be like a 5-4 sort of scoreline. It could goals could
I
fly
don't
in.
want I don't want Tottenham to be open. I want to play exactly as we did tonight
It's going
and
to be more
against
difficult
Frankfurt.
against United though.
Keep it tight. We don't want a Premier League end-to-end game.
But yeah, but I feel like that will probably happen. I'll be honest. Like United just beat Bilbao 4-1. They know that attack is their best form of defense. In fact,
Yeah, to be
recently I think we've been defending better than we have been attacking personally, which is kind of strange. But the moment,
yeah.
especially in Europa League, our defense has been our best bit at times.
Yeah, and United have done great to get there as well.
I mean,
But
all our goals came from. Oh, you're gone.
you're back.
Oh, hello. Sorry, you went then for a second. I think I went as well.
Yeah, you're back. What are you going to say
Yeah.
about
You
your
hear me?
goals?
Well,
Yeah, I can.
I said how both our goals tonight came from defenders. Both of them. Both our goals came from defenders. And yeah, I feel like in Europe they've been the stand-up performers in most games. So and especially now we don't have Madison. I do agree with you. We should try and sit in a bit more against United and not go gung ho, even though it's worked against them in the 3 games we've played because we have beaten them
It
3 times
has.
already this season. It's
No.
still going to be. I feel like they would win that battle now. Personally, I feel like they would. They're firing at the moment. They're scoring goals for fun in Europe. It's a bit scary.
They've got their players back, haven't they?
Got their players
Got
back.
a lot of their injuries back now. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's going to be a tough game.
it's gonna
It's
be. I
going to be
know. Yeah,
tough.
I'm shitting it. I am.
But
Absolutely.
we're there, mate.
We are there. We are there. And no matter what,
And
a team who finishes in the lower bottom half of the Premier League will be in the Champions League next season, which I think is just hilarious to begin with.
it's the first time ever that 2 teams that finished below 12th in any league has reached the final.
I think we can't
So
finish above. We can't finish top half anymore, can we? Don't think we can.
God no,
No,
not even
we're
sure we can
9.
finish top 12.
No, yeah, 9 points. We're on 30, 38. 38
Yeah,
points. So we get a maximum of 47 in 38 games.
it ain't going to
We
happen,
could
mate.
finish 17.
We get 38 points.
Yeah, we'll probably lose out
I,
of the next 3. We might win against
doesn't matter
Brighton.
now.
If we win Europa League, we might be a feel-good factor against Brighton and just knock like 5 past
Yeah,
them.
yeah, you never know.
You
But
never
next
know.
2 games, it's going to be. I think you're going to see a lot of changes to the side. People like
Who,
Davis and Danzo,
who have we got?
Kingston, maybe.
Who have we got this weekend? I completely forget. I think
We got Palace.
we've
Palace
got
this
Palace at
weekend,
home,
then Villa,
Villa away.
then the Europa League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got
But no,
Brighton.
right, and last game.
That's it. We've got 4 games left in the league, Dad. So we got. Fucking hell, get in.
We've got 3 games in the league, haven't we?
We have 4 games left overall, though. Europa League
Yeah.
final. We go.
Yeah.
Boys
Yeah.
are going all the way.
We are. We're winning a lot.
We're winning the lot. We're going to win the Champions League next season. Could do the treble, double, quadruple.
Yeah.
God, we're going all the way.
And should stay forever.
And
statue.
she signed a lifetime contract. Levy should never leave the club.
Yeah.
Keep buying youngsters, unproven youngsters.
Just keep buying youngsters. Maybe a few 16-year-olds should chuck them in the team.
For the project.
Yeah. We could, so we don't need another trophy now for the next 20 years if we win this one.
Oh, I'd be happy. We win one. If we win, I'll be happy for the next 10 years. I'll be honest. I'll do me.
Right.
God, I haven't seen us lift anything.
I know, but this is where it's a fan base. We got to be like, no, come on, consistency. This is where we want to see trophies regularly. Maybe not every year. Every year would be lovely, but every 3 or 4 years, bring a trophy home
and a good one. Like we don't want to always win the Europa League. This is just the first step.
Oh, we don't want to win the League Cup now because we win the Europa League. Winning the League Cup's going backwards. So next cup's got to be the FA. Well, the Europa League's bigger than the League Cup.
They're about the same, I think.
No, the League Cup's second of the normal cups. Europa League is like the second best European trophy to win.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'd say.
Yes.
So the next cup needs to be the FA Cup or the
Yeah.
Champions League or the Premier League. So any one of those three next year would be great.
Hmm.
But
We're getting
let's
ahead of ourselves,
win
aren't we?
let's win the Europa League first.
Yeah.
So do you
Well,
like one question before we wrap it up? Do
yeah.
you think we'll beat United? Like
Yes.
seriously, without I know
Yes.
you're high, not literally high, but
Yeah.
do you think we will beat them?
Yes. I do think we will. And I'm not going to think otherwise because I don't. I want to think positively. I think we have enough to beat United. I think everyone who's saying, "Oh, we'll fold in the big games," is just being a negative twat, or they don't follow Spurs. Because if you follow Spurs, you've got to believe that we're going to win the Europa League final. It's not like we're up against Real Madrid or
Well,
PSG or
exactly.
Bayern Munich. We're up against United, who are 14th in the league, who were just as shit as us in the league. Admittedly, they beat a good team in Bilbao over two legs. Fair play to them,
But
give them the flowers. We've already
I'm
beaten
not
them
even going
three
to give them.
times.
I'm not even going to give them flowers for that. To be honest, they
Why?
did beat Bilbao. Well, Bilbao were down to 10 men in the first game. Yeah, okay, they won, but Bilbao battered them for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for them going down to 10 men, it would have been a different game. And tonight, Bilbao had half a team out. Both the Williams brothers didn't play. Apparently, there are three or four first teamers out.
Well, this
So
is my
you
point.
kind
This
of
is my
expected
point.
United to win. Of
This is my point. Why can't we beat them? Of course, we can beat them, and I think we
course, we can.
will.
Yeah,
I think we will. I'm not going to think otherwise. If we lose,
no,
whatever. I'm used to losing as a Spurs fan. I don't give a shit at this rate. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not going to be a new feeling. I'm just going to get over it because I've dealt with it. We've all dealt with it the past.
if we
However
win
long we've
now, Chong, what if we win? You've never seen us win a trophy. What are you
that's
going
what
to
I
do?
mean. Well, that's what I mean. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the pub and watch it, right? And I'm going to try and pick a place where there's going to be less United fans and more Spurs fans, which is going to be difficult because I'm in fucking Leicester. But anyway, I'm going to try. If we win, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just think, fuck it, £500 roulette sort of thing. Clearly the
Brilliant.
luck's in. Let's
Might
just go
just
for it.
might just
It's
cry,
going to be mental.
just like shed a tear.
Oh yeah, I'd cry, 100%. This is massive. I've never seen us win anything. It's a completely foreign feeling to me. It's crazy.
It kind of feels different than any other final we've reached. I mean, obviously the Champions League final was the Champions League final, but we're playing Liverpool, and it
And we
was
were
one of those
good.
where we're probably not going to win because Liverpool are that good. But and you reach a League Cup final, you're playing Man City, or this just feels different. It
Yeah.
feels like this is ours, and I'm sure United feel the same way. But it just feels like this is ours. This is ours to lose. So let's go win it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it is ours to lose. And it'd be so Spurs if we do lose. But then that's what I mean. I just like if we lose, whatever. I'm so desensitized by it. I won't care, but I'll be like, oh, whatever. We're shit anyway. Just get on with my day. But if we win, we'll win in the lot. We're Champions League next
Winning a
season.
lot.
We're going for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's keep our feet on the ground. But you never know. Let's just win a trophy. That'd be so nice just to win a trophy.
If we win the
And
Europa League, right? If we win the Europa League, then I'm trying to think what I could do. Um,
pay for holiday for me.
yeah, if we win the Europa League, we'll go on holiday, Dad.
We'll go to
We'll
we'll
go to
go to
Prague.
Prague. We're going to Prague anyway. Spoke to Izzy about that at the weekend.
We're
But
actually going to go to Prague.
she said she's got like some time off in September or something.
Yeah, sound awesome.
So
Yeah, but if we win, then we'll go extra hard in Prague. We'll
I was
drink
going to
more in
say
Prague.
we're going to Prague anyway, but we'll go harder.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
but anyway, we will leave it there, mate. She said you only had 25 minutes, and yeah,
Yeah.
time is getting on. So thank you for joining me, mate. Spurs are in the Europa League final. Just let that sink in, everyone. The Europa League final. Spurs in a cup final. It's just a pity that we're playing another English side, but it's what we do. So
Yeah,
let's
we've
just
done it
see what
before.
happens. Thanks for joining me, mate.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Much appreciated. Have a
Just
good
no
one. Love
penalties.
you
No
loads.
penalties in the first minute like this. No penalties. Musa Sissoko
No,
pointing to where he's marking and gets hit in his arm.
exactly. Keep your arms down. No silly fouls.
Yeah.
Anyway, take care, mate. Love you loads.
Love you too. See you
And
soon. All right.
as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay Spurs.
Brought us joy at the beautiful lake.